It's good right there.
You good?
Yeah, it's live.
It's good?
Yep.
It's live?
Yeah.
Alright, okay. Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we're going to give all prayer, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kabadash. The honors to the elder apostles of the great Muslim on the whole world. Salutation and much love to you. I came out there pushing out this word of truth, sincerity, presenting your lives as a living sacrifice, and also the much love to the elect of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai. Okay. So today's video is going to be, as you see the title of the video, Satan's Mistress. Right now, I watched the video because I took down a bunch of notes or a bunch of precepts a couple of days ago, and this morning pretty much solidified to go into this topic. Because this morning I watched a video from the brother from GMS Des Moines, the brother Yeshaya. Let me see, the video was called. This is why I'm saying that the spirit solidified. Yeah, go ahead and do this video. Where is it? Yep, here it is. It's GMS Feed the Flock. That's the channel. It was the brother Yeshaya that did a video on there. The video is called Esau's Greatest Soldier is the, and then you have an emoji of a black woman with blonde hair. Literally. It's an emoji of a black woman with blonde hair. So I was like, yeah. And then I watched the video, I was like, hey, brother, in the same topic. So, hey, we always get on black women, but you Negro, Latino, Native American women, they're all the same, man. They're all nigga women. When we say nigga woman, chiefly the black woman, but we lump them all in the same, all right? Because they're all Satan's mistresses at the end of the day. All right, you think you got the what do you call them? The daughters of Sarah. You think you got a daughter of Sarah? All right, I'm here to tell you that might not be realistic. All right, because we're gonna go into the scriptures and we're gonna go all the way back to Genesis. All right, that's where it began. Because what the title of the video says, Satan's mistress. Let's see where Satan got his mistress originally. We can get to Genesis. What is that? Third chapter, maybe? Where the serpent comes to or second chapter, maybe.
The third. No, the serpent was more subtle. That's verse 1.
Yeah. What chapter?
Genesis 3.
3. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. This is Genesis 3 and 1. It says, now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field.
Well, Salakia. Now, yeah. Well, I get it. You hold that. I get Revelation 20 real quick, just so we can identify who this serpent is. Because the very first book of the Bible mentions a serpent, and guess what? The very last book of the Bible mentions a serpent as well, and it just happens to call him that old serpent, right? This is Revelation chapter 20. I'll just start at verse 1. It says, and I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand, and he laid hold on the old dragon, that old serpent, which the brother just read in the book of Genesis, chapter 3, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years. So what did we entitle the video? Satan's mistress. So Satan is also likened unto the devil, the old serpent, and the dragon. Okay, go ahead.
Right now, just for clarification, Esau Edom himself, the so-called white man, was not that serpent in the garden in the beginning.
Right. As far as he was an Edomite.
Right.
Like he wasn't. He was Cain.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, actually, he was even before Cain.
He was before.
Again, this is why you need to learn the scriptures, man. Read the scriptures. Cain wasn't even on the scene yet.
Right.
The serpent was. Oh, go ahead.
Right.
Yeah,
it was Esau.
It wasn't Esau. Esau wasn't even around yet.
Yeah, this is a class of people known as the wicked.
What about the wicked, though? What? How was there 3 classes of men if it was the sons of God, the sons of the wicked, and the sons of men? So how was Cain the sons of the wicked?
Right, exactly. Because
that's what before those people.
When you understand
Right.
the scriptures,
What?
you understand that the wicked, meaning Esau, Edom, all right, the wicked came from a line of men known as the sons of God. Okay.
Exactly. Yep. So,
all right. He came through
everybody
a
comes
lineage.
Technically, everyone comes from that lineage.
Everybody today. Yep.
Noah.
Everybody
Adam.
today came through the three sons of Noah, Ham, Shem, and Japheth.
Do we not? The Apocrypha says, are we not all from Adam?
Right.
Yes, we are. But Noah, what the brother's about to go into,
and some was that chosen.
Yeah.
You know.
And again, but remember, you got to remember, everybody died.
Right.
You know. And that's what you have to remember. Yeah, Esau is Cain. All right.
Yeah.
The man. The man Esau is Cain.
That man of sin.
But the Edomites are not Cain. Okay, the Edomites did not exist. Hell, the son of the wicked, the son of the righteous, and the son of men, they all died. Yep. Except for the three sons of Ham. If you get not the three sons of Ham.
During the flood.
The three sons of Noah. So
the sons of the wicked all died.
Everyone died. And the sons of man, and the sons of the righteous. Everyone died. You need to understand that.
Except for four men.
Well,
4 men. 8 people.
So one line.
And 4 men. So only one line out of the sons of God survived. Okay, after the flood.
All right, so now let's bring it back. Now, we say that so we can make sure you understand where we're about to go. Because we're about to go down a road that most people don't want to hear. And unfortunately, this is what it is. And we're going to explain it biblically. Okay? Satan's mistress is the black woman, chiefly, which trickles down to the Latino woman and the Native American woman. We don't talk about the Native American woman enough. But we hear, me and this brother here tell you, the Latin women, Ephraimite women, are fucking nigga women, okay? If you didn't know, now you know. Yeah, we grew up with them. We were born from them. We know.
For those of you that are lost.
I'm a good Ephraimite woman. Okay.
For those of you that think that the grass is greener on the other side with the Latino woman,
you're for rude awakening.
It may seem good at first. I'll say that it may seem good at first.
Yeah, the deception.
But I'll ask you to reconsider by asking your father how it went with your mother.
Exactly.
And then
you correlate that. Who he is.
Yeah, you correlate that with how it's going with you. And you're gonna see that there's similarities, man. The women of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American are the same exact being.
Yeah, you can take it. You can believe this or not, but we have a pretty good account. We were first and foremost raised by Ephraimite women, all right, Ephraimite woman, and we have an older Ephraimite sister, okay, and we grew up in the hood with nothing but Judites. So. If anybody's in the position to tell you if they're the same, we are. Okay? Believe it or not, you can believe whatever the hell you want. We about to prove it biblically. And if you want to continue to date the black woman and the Latino woman, that's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Just know that's Satan's mistress. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's Genesis 3:1. It says, "Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord power had made. He said unto the woman."
Mm-hmm. Again, he said unto the woman. Now we're going to fast forward to 2000s, right? What? So I can't finish that, and because I'm not going to do anything. The Spirit of the Lord is going to show you how this is happening today. Go ahead.
He said unto the woman, this is the serpent speaking unto the woman.
There's a snake. Damn, apparently snakes talk.
A deceiver.
Yeah, exactly.
This person.
That's why we brought out Revelation. That old serpent.
Right.
Is what? Satan, the devil, and what else? What else did it say? It said the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan.
There you go. So the adversary and the deceiver and the slanderer. So now the serpent, which was more subtle, Hope you sure get that one sometime.
I got you. That's Genesis 3:1 or 2?
3:1. Okay. It said, "Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field." Now you gotta understand, You Christians out there that like to read the scriptures for what they are, right? You got to understand the English language. There are many words that mean the same thing, and there are words that have meanings to them. You Christians like to fucking just go over words and be like and act like they have no meaning to them. There is meaning to words. It's called etymology. Etymology, the study of words. Okay. So the word subtile.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, go ahead.
This is in the Hebrew.
In the Hebrew.
Irawam. See what Esau says.
6175.
Irawam. It says subtle, shrewd, crafty, sly, sensible, crafty, shrewd, sensible, prudent.
Crafty.
Now who can we look? Who can we link that to?
What's that?
Cunning,
Psalms
hunter.
58.
Well, no, we can go to just when two sons were Isaac and Jacob were born. I'm sorry, Esau and Jacob were born.
25.
What did it say? He was what? He was cunning.
Cunning.
Go into that word cunning, and I guarantee you it's gonna go back to subtle, crafty, sly. Matter of fact.
So now we understand that in the beginning there was a subtile form of people that deceived the woman into believing that they had some type of power, that they could achieve some type of power by coming into this.
And what should we about to read? This is how you're gonna be able to link. This is how you're gonna be able to link that this is the same serpent talking to Eve again. What did the serpent tell her?
You shall not surely die. Okay, and we're going to read it. It says, which the Lord power had made. Okay, again, showing you that Satan was not divided against the Most High. There was no war in heaven. All right, the serpent, the adversary, was created by the Most High. Genesis 3:1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which the Lord Yahweh power had made. And he said unto the woman, the serpent, yea, hath the most High said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden, meaning you shouldn't take of every philosophy of all the nations that are on here, or all the people.
Yeah, because not all knowledge is good knowledge.
Right.
Not all knowledge pertains to life.
Just like all fruit.
That's what I'm saying. It's the knowledge is likened unto the fruit. Not every fruit is good to eat.
And that goes above Christians' heads, because you have this notion in your mind that this fruit that was given in the beginning was an apple. But
right, that's where you get iPhone and shit.
Right.
And it was the iPhone symbol, a bitten apple. That's not in the Bible, bro. Oh, Eve bit the apple. Really? That? Show me what scripture
did she eat an apple? Where's the word apple in the scriptures?
Right.
First off,
if it's even in there.
There's no word in the scriptures that says apple. Secondly, it's not even talking about a fruit. It's talking about a philosophy. It's talking about something that you consume, ingest as an intellectual person, so to say.
And we're gonna prove it because the New Testament. See, here it is. Oh, the Old Testament, New Testament. No, you got from the New and the Old. You gotta take from. Okay. Go ahead, let me.
It says, and the woman said unto the serpent, we may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, the Most High has said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. Now, here it is. We living in these last days. You have a better understanding of what it means to eat of a fruit of another person. Okay, by taking on the customs of another nation, by following after the ways of somebody else. That's what it means to eat of their ways, man. Everybody and their mother in this time that we living in today understands that concept of eating of another way of a person, of another group of people. I'm going to consume the information and their customs. I'm going to eat it that way, and I'm going to follow that way. I'm going to digest it. I'm going to what you ingest is what you put out.
Right. And
Just like food.
It's like you talking about Eve, right? Because again, this is all we got scriptures to prove it. This all goes back to the woman. Because what did Adam failed? Why? Because he listened to the woman. That's why he fell. And did he fall again? He did. That's King Solomon. What did he do? Listen to the woman. So if you keep listening to your woman, man, you're gonna find yourself there's a reason why a man's supposed to lead a woman, all right, and not the other way around.
Right, that's the order of things.
Right, because now you see these red pill guys talking about should lead shit. Yeah, talking about shit, and we can tell you why they say these things. Because they make points, you know. Some of them make points. They do make good points. We ain't gonna say they ain't, but they're not able to tell you why this is happening. They're trying to fix a problem they have no solution to. They're trying to fix a problem they don't know what the root of the problem is. How the fuck are you gonna fix something if you don't? Here it is. There's a pipe leaking in your house, right? And you just gonna patch the floor up, right? You just gonna put here's the water. A pipe under the floor is leaking clearly. It's fucking. Just shooting water out. You're just gonna change the tile above the pipe. That's not gonna fix the problem, my man. Then you acknowledge the problem, where the problem came from, and then address it. And we're about to address it, and we're going to tell you where the root of the problem comes from, which goes back to the beginning. Serpent, garden, Eve, to this day. They're joined hand in hand. As it was in the beginning, so shall it be at the end. Yeah, okay. If not, we about to go in.
It says, ye
Pray
have
yourselves in
the Most High, ye shall not of every tree eat of every tree of the garden. And the woman said unto the serpent, ye may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden. See, this is where the God comes in.
Yeah, the garden.
Yeah, because we weren't supposed to eat of all the ways of the other nations.
Yeah, which is, garden is alluding to the right way. You know, spiritually is the right way of living, the way to live. Because death wasn't introduced to what? Sin. Because how does death come upon you? Is the wages of sin? Death is the wages of sin. Some, you know, roughly paraphrasing.
Wages of sin is death.
The water. So, where did sin come from? Get that real quick, because we about to go down a rabbit hole. And again, if the shoe fits, wear it. We're not saying all of our women are evil. You know what I'm saying? Every black and Latino and Native American woman is going to be the root of all evil. That's not what we're saying. That's not what the scriptures say. We're just giving you biblical scriptures and pointing out what's going on today. It's called feminism. All right? And this is what the serpent, we just finished reading the same bullshit that is propagated on our women today. It's the same shit that the serpent told Eve. You shall surely not die. And so she started to, again, the scriptures don't say this. It jumps from when the serpent talked to Eve to when Adam, right? She talked to Adam clearly. And we got scriptures to prove that she was the one to tell him this, right? In Hebrews. And he was like, damn.
He first being deceived.
Because again, you as a man, we're all men, you men out there, you understand that when you got a woman, you kind of want to make sure she's good, right? So she tells you certain things like blah blah. So, and this is the reason why you shouldn't listen to fucking women. We have examples in the scriptures. We got examples in your everyday life. If you still listening to women to dictate your life in certain ways, and especially when it comes to the truth, you're not living in reality. You're actually following Satan. Because what's the woman going to tell you? She's going to tell you what the serpent told her. As Adam fell for. Are you following along? Go ahead.
This is Sirach 25 and 24. The woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die.
And through her we all die. And we're gonna come back to that because there's plenty in that chapter and the next one.
Yeah, because again, sin is a transgression of the law, and the first person to break the law, for those of you that don't know, the law was an oral thing. It was something that was given unto us orally in the beginning.
Well, how did Adam and Eve know how to sacrifice? You know what I'm saying?
So the laws that were given to Moses, all right, the law, statutes, and commandments, those things were something that were orally spoken amongst those that believed.
Before Moses, it was orally.
Amongst the Hebrews, amongst the sons of God.
Yeah. And then it got so bad that the Most High had to make it simple for you. He had to put it 10.
Down, right?
Yeah, just make 10 commandments. So because again, we know our people, man. The Lord had like, all right, look, it's so ridiculous. We just gonna have to put it in their fucking face and just 10 of them. Just follow these 10, and then through that, everything else will fall in line. And what happened when Moses came down with those 10? He came down and broke the tablet stone. Because what was going on with our people? They somehow, some way fell back into the way of that old serpent. I'm telling you, bro, this serpent is lingering around to this day. This nigga's still around, bro. This nigga never left. To the point where he had Israel celebrating, throwing parties while Moses was on the mountain getting the tablets. Jake, in cahoots with the high priest, the Levite high priest. He was the one that made the calf, idiot. Again, the ways of the devil, the serpent, whatever you want to call him, has been around from the beginning, and chiefly is led by the black woman and the Latina woman, right? If you can't see that, look around and see that, right? Like they say, there's a saying in the world, if you look around the room and don't see who the idiot is, that means you're the idiot in the room. If you look around the room and you don't see an idiot, you're the idiot. So if you don't look around the room and see the problem, maybe you're the problem. Because what, you're following after the ways of the devil, which is what? Ultimately following after the way of the black woman. Because what the scriptures say, the compassion of men, right? The turning of things upside down. If you're following Satan, guess who you're following first? Most likely, Eve.
Eve, the woman, death ultimately. That's the wages of sin. And sin entered into the earth through the woman, because Adam was not first deceived, the woman was first deceived.
Yeah,
meaning she went off. She got led astray.
That old serpent.
Yeah, so through the woman,
we all
died. Because of why? Because of sin. So you got these motherfuckers that want to talk about the woman is God, but motherfucker, through the woman is how death entered into the world. So how is that life?
I got you.
Through following after the woman, man. That's why a lot of you fucking Israelites, man, need to wake the fuck up, man. Stop following after the
shut the fuck up, man. Wake up or shut up.
If you coming up with some type of fucking knowledge, so-called knowledge, man, because you came across it from a woman, man, shut the fuck up, man.
That's Egyptology shit, man.
Put your ass in a fucking closet, man. Just shut the fuck up with your pansy ass, man.
Go. Why don't you go to your mama and see if she's gonna save you from the missiles?
Go fucking jaywalk, man. Hopefully you get hit by a fucking car, man.
Hey, break the record for holding your breath underwater. How about that? 2 Corinthians 11:3 to back the brother up. 2 Corinthians 11:3, King James. But I fear lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety, so your minds should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Hamashiach. Right, so the point being that Eve was the one beguiled.
Yeah, that's what corrupted your minds the spirit of Yahweh Shimei Shai, man, from the way of living, man. Because what is the way that leadeth unto life? The narrow, the straight and narrow, man.
And what? The Lord gave you two paths. This way you shall live, and this way you're gonna die. And what did it say? It said, yeah, you ain't gonna die, man. You shall say.
But what did Yahweh say? Now we didn't get to that point. What did Yahweh say? Who told you you were gonna die?
That's the point, man. This is why you don't need to listen to a fucking woman, man. I don't give a damn if she in the truth or not. She claim to be in the truth. Bro, don't listen to women. And hey, you don't have to believe me. I personally don't listen to women at all. Now, does the Lord deal with women at times? Of course. Don't take my words and exaggerate it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be simple.
There's certain things that women have a better understanding of than men will be able to comprehend, you know.
Right. That's why your woman's looking at another nigga in the room.
Right.
Because she sees something you don't.
Exactly, man. So there's ups and there's downs for you know, to having a woman, man.
Yeah.
But the main point of what we're hitting at, and what the main point of the scriptures is that through the woman we all die at the end of the day, man.
That's it's honestly the source of the problem.
Right. You got these people that talk that want to big up the, you know, black woman, you know, and the woman. No. They want to big up the woman in general.
She's your queen.
You know, as if she's the one that brings life onto the earth and all this and that, and she's God and this motherfucker. The men first off carry the seed, meaning the spirit within them.
Sperma.
Yeah, sperma. So that's already null and void, that whole argument. You know, so there's really no need to go into that shit. But a lot of you people need to understand that there's more to life than your fucking women in your life, man.
And also, there's someone, if you have a woman, there's nothing wrong. We're not telling you can't have women. Paul said it. If you burn, let them be married, you know, roughly paraphrasing. I'm not saying that. We just telling you, whatever you think, you ain't got it. What did King Solomon say? Out of 1,000, I found none. And you think you found a righteous woman? There are sisters that are going to believe. There are women that are going to, you know, to a certain degree, get in line. Again, we're just pointing out what the scriptures say.
Yeah, because you have guys out here, man, that are just, you know, teaching with a woman.
Head up their ass, man. Head up the woman's ass, man.
Yeah, thinking that she got some type of input into spiritual things, man. Hey, man.
She might.
If you're a fucking man.
But it ain't for you.
Yeah, if you're a man and you're calling yourself believing in the Most High, whatever you may call him, and you got your fucking woman there doing videos and breakdowns with you, man, you 1,000% wrong. You 1,000% away from the Most High, because the Most High is second to nobody. The Most High is not the Most High did not get no advice from no fucking woman God in this. No, man.
And the woman was made to help the man, exactly. Not the other way around. You simp ass niggas. As we call them, you think you know the new term is simps. We know them as sympathizers, right? You know, the red pill community took that term from somebody. We was on that red pill bullshit before you niggas even was on YouTube, man. First and foremost, the apostles been saying all of that y'all are trying to. Again, this is nothing more than the serpent, okay? Trying to fix the frame, so to say, FPS, right? He's trying to put 122nd in a bull, whatever. So but and dressing nicely. And what do women like? They like nice shit. They look. They want to see the nice shit, and they want to be pampered and blah blah blah. So when you pamper their ears, is the best thing you can do to a woman, right?
It's in ears.
Yeah. Scratch that ear on a woman. And it don't matter what you are, you scratch that ear, she gonna believe what you say. So come on, man. As a man, you know this is true. You lie to women all the time to get what you want, right? You think Satan don't do the same thing? Come on, man. We read it. Go back to Genesis, Bible shop. Come on, man. You lie to women to get laid. The devil, the serpent, that old serpent, the devil Satan, he lied to a woman to get you. How about that? He don't want the box. He wants you. Esau will lie to the woman, as the serpent did, to get you. He don't care about the woman. He'll liberate the woman. He'll let her do whatever the fuck she wants to get you down to the lowest common denominator he can.
As the scripture say that a woman shall compass a man.
Yeah.
You know, that's biblical, man. A woman having more rights, more respect, more authority in society was prophesied in the scriptures, man.
And well, now women are championed, right? It's propagated, it's campaigned to commit murder of their own children. Right. And who do you think fed them that information? Who do you think fed them? Hey, kill the baby. Don't listen to your man. Go get a job. Shake your ass. Right. Do this, do that.
Well, the fact
you don't think again. The scripture don't give you exact detail what the serpent told Eve, but I guarantee you, if you compare it to what's happening today, there's going to be some huge correlations.
Yeah. And it's no different than what the Catholic Church is teaching out here, man. That you can be a Mo.
Yeah.
That the Lord is okay with Moism. All that shit is wicked, man. All that shit is bugged out. Is leading.
You shall surely not die.
Yeah, you ain't gonna. The Most High that loves you, man.
And why did that old serpent say that though? Because there wasn't sin yet.
Right. That's this again. That's how this devil has achieved powers through deception, man.
Causing you to go to sin.
Right, exactly. And that's what the devil, the serpent caused Eve to do is go to sin.
As it is this day.
As it is this day, man, is he caused her to go off. And what is the man weak for? For his woman. So he went off.
And we're telling you, bro. We're telling you the problem is the woman, right? That's why Satan goes to her. Not the problem. So like, I don't want to say the problem's the woman. But the source of the problem is through the woman. Now we can get that through the beginning of sin, right? What's that? I got somewhere on here. The beginning of sin came from women, roughly paraphrasing. Again, this is again like the brother just said. A man wants to make sure that's a manly duty. You want your woman to be good. You want her to be taken care of. And what did Esau do? He flipped that on your ass, man. Now she gonna be pleased according to what he says, and you can never. We were talking about this earlier. I think I talked to you about it earlier today. You can never please a woman. The Lord can't even please them, right? The Lord gave them their beauty from birth. They're gonna grow into this, and they're gonna be beautiful by this age, and whatever. They're not satisfied with that. What they want to do, BBLs, makeup.
Yeah, that's all going back to the serpent ultimately because they just lied to them. Like, yo, you can enhance yourself.
The Lord can't please them.
Yeah,
you think you will? Come on.
They're not pleased with what the Lord gave them.
They're again. What are they pleased with? What they hear.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro.
Having itching ears, they gotta have something to scratch that ear. Like, damn, it just feels too good. It's like a fucking dog.
Exactly. You see that dog that motherfucker. Even though it's bad for them, the dog might have an infection in the ear, but that motherfucker scratch that bitch, so that motherfucker fall off. And that's what women are. That's why they need guidance. And if it ain't from you, it's gonna be from Satan. If it ain't your woman, it's Satan's mistress.
And if it is with you and you're getting kickback, just understand
she's
still accustomed to the ways of Satan, man.
Yeah.
And don't feel some type of way. Okay, because we've been there, man.
Yeah. It's part of it.
You try to try to put yourself on some type of way and try to show the woman the proper way of how she should conduct it, man, all that shit's gonna backfire on your ass, man.
Yeah, it's cool, no, but
Hey, you gotta understand too, man. When it backfire,
you trying to make part of the elite, bro? Come on, man. It's not up to you.
Yeah, right. When it backfire on you, man, don't act surprised, man.
Right.
Don't think it's strange, man.
Now you want to
Concerns
curse
a
on
fiery
her.
trial, man.
Right, now you want to curse on her and her whole family.
Yeah, man.
But you knew she was a hoe from the get go. Come on, man. What you expect?
You knew some shit was gonna happen, man. But
it happened to Adam. But you were.
his wife,
Come on, man.
yeah, here it is, Adam, the one that was
David
doing
Gordon.
everything in the beginning.
Paradise, yeah.
His wife turned his back onto him to follow somebody else. What the fuck does that tell you about your woman, man?
Yeah,
You
than yours.
if you got any type of sense to your mind, man, that's to tell you that your woman isn't yours. She ain't listening to you, man. She listening to somebody else.
I got you. 1 Timothy 2:13. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. And,
Go ahead.
and Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression.
She was in the transgression. Why? Because she was deceived. Because she's very gullible.
Mm-hmm.
And what is a man that's very gullible looked at as non-respectable?
That bitch.
Yeah,
That's women.
go along, get along type of guy. Well, that's a woman's true nature, man. That's why you can't fault a woman for going along to get. She's just hopping from dick to dick because that's her nature, man.
Yeah. Toss to and fro.
Yeah, a woman's nature
It's the hop to the power.
is to go from this person to that person because she thinks that that next person is a higher up level.
Better candidate.
Right. Someone that's better than the last. So you can't fault a woman for that, man.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
It's your fault for listening to it.
yeah,
That's where, because again, sin came from Eve, right? At the beginning, all wickedness is but little, right? To the weakness of woman. All these things came from woman, but why did it happen to all men? It's because of Adam. It wasn't because of Eve, even though Eve was the first one to fall, to the serpent and listen to his punk ass. But Adam was the one that listened to her. You know what I'm saying? And that's why women should shut up. Period. The scriptures say that. That's not for not a woman to teach.
Suffer not a woman to teach, man. You women ain't got shit to say, man.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
You have none of the input as far as breaking down scriptures go. You have none of the input as how a man should live his life. You have no input in any of that, man.
Yeah,
So
that's why these red pill communities are blowing up. These YouTube content creators, man. But they still not getting to the root of the problem. They're telling these bimbos, right? Hey, you got the venom. You got venom, right? But they're not telling them that there's a fucking snake here, and we're here to tell you that. Cause these niggas are worse than women. Yeah, shit.
yeah, that's the problem, man. Is when you have a team, right, and the leader of that team is off. He's not communicating well with the team. He's not following his role according to what his position is in that team. When the leader of the team isn't doing these things, man, the team fails. Okay, and history has proven that, man. Throughout the generations of basketball, football, baseball, all these
Military.
all these cumulative hundreds of years of experience that all these players have had and that we've been able to see as spectators, all that has been because there's been a captain, there's been a leader of a team, and champions always have a good, well-rounded champion or leader. Okay? LeBron didn't make it to the finals because he was just the best nigga on all the teams, man. He might have, in all the teams that he played, he might not been the best player on that team. But guess what? He led that team the best of anybody on that team, man.
And you can argue he sold out, but he's on that court dribbling that ball.
But he was a good leader, man.
That's the point. Yeah, he sold out. Nigga, why don't you dunk the ball like he did then? Nah, he's still out there, dog. Don't take that.
Yeah, why don't you coordinate the team? How about you call the offensive plays and the defensive plays and make the adjustments during the game?
Yeah, you pretty much know. Yeah. Like how Tom Brady was.
Right, but the woman didn't do none of that. And the woman can't do any of that.
But she take all the credit.
But yeah.
Shit, yeah, you could be a proud single mother. That's why that dude, homeboy, Brandon, whatever, Brandon something, single. You let it hit, bro. Now you sing about it. That's why he's blowing up. Why? Because all these bimbos out here getting knocked up.
It's relevant.
And you shall surely not die. I'm telling you, this is the shit the devil was telling Eve back now, and now it's exploded to the point where these bitches paraded. I'm single. I don't need a man. Bro.
I rebuke.
Good Lord have mercy, bro. You watch some of these podcasts. The red, what's he? Fresh and Fit, bro. It's always black and Latino woman acting a fucking fool, talking all this shit, all acting crazy. It's like, damn, man, it can't be coincidence that the Spirit of the Lord got them. Because now I see it as the Lord is exposing bimbos through this red pill shit or whores, and it just so happen to be the majority of our women. Because when they look at it, they be like, oh, black women, Spanish women, they're Israelite women. They're all the same, bro. So they try to categorize them in this. You can't expect nothing from somebody that's been told they're not gonna die. Do whatever you want. And this is what you see today. It's not in the terms that the book of Genesis says, you shall surely not die. No, it's in terms of feminism. It's in terms of what are some terms these bitches use, women rights and whatever the fuck bullshit they got, terms they got today, man.
Progressiveness.
Whatever. And actually, a lot of women don't even like that. Yeah. I met a, no, I didn't meet her, but I talked to her 2 days ago. Bitch, got eaten like dad. A mother that's from
Taiwan or
no, not Taiwan. You know her actually. Yeah, she wanted. I told her the other day. I was like, yo, your dad's original passport, bro. She was like, what's that? I'm like, yo, but she, yeah,
a bag of rocks.
yeah,
she acts like it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, nah, they can act like it, but shit. You can't hide a flag when it's stuck into the ground, so to say. But the point is, like, these women, they just go after whatever they hear. The best thing they hear is what they're gonna go for. And a lot of times, women don't even know nothing unless it benefits them. If it don't benefit them, they don't care. They don't want to know. So what would make a woman want to know something, right? You shall surely not die. You could be on the same level. It's called feminism.
No repercussions.
No repercussions.
That's
be a whore.
Yeah,
shake your ass. Shake that fucking booty hole on the internet. You too can become.
Makes you feel happy.
Yeah, you might make $200,000 this year. You might make $250,000 this year. All you gotta do is shake your fucking asshole.
Good.
On the internet.
Good.
That's it.
I'm glad
Show your
you do.
titties and shake that ass.
Yeah, I'm glad you make that.
This is what Satan was telling this bitch.
You can do whatever you want. You can be just like the man.
Yep.
Do whatever you want. There's no repercussions. But you see,
you can deal with multiple partners too.
Right. What she didn't understand was that there is an order to things. There is laws, statutes, and commandments.
Which was the consequence was exactly what he told you wouldn't happen.
Exactly.
You shall surely not die. And what is the wages of sin? And how did the sin get introduced to the world? The woman.
For you IUIC fucking marrying ass niggas, man.
So if sin was introduced by the woman, and now it's propagated by the woman, so you gotta look at the woman and see who's digging her up to see who's the cause of this shit. As Genesis said, somebody would go to her.
In fact, I seen a video of this podcast earlier today.
Which one? The Fresh Fit or
no,
the What Up?
I can't remember. It was
one of them red pills.
Yeah, it was a red pill video for sure. But the guy asked the other guy that he was interviewing. He said, "Damn, how'd it go?" He said, "Oh, okay, yeah." He said, "Tell me tell me if this is true. He said, does influence, does outside influence, roughly paraphrasing what he said, does outside influence make you think, and does think influence, or thinking influence?
That was probably Andrew. We do Andrew.
I don't know. I need to check the name out, but he said, does influence influence thought, and does thought make action? Something along those lines.
So pretty much what you influence by what influence your acts. Okay?
Yeah. What you're influenced by.
So in other words, biblically,
thinking how you act.
it's not what goes into a man, what comes out of a man. In other terms, go ahead.
Right, exactly. And that's what the woman was. The woman was influenced by the devil, man. So her thought process was like, well shit. Well, I guess I won't die.
They consider liberal. See, what the Lord said is modesty, and what the Lord said what a woman should be is considered oppression for a woman. It's worse than taboo now in 2024. It's worse than taboo, right. At least from the West. You know, which is what when people say the West, what do they mean? The beast. Yeah. Okay, right. If you didn't know, now you know. When people say the West, they mean the beast. Because what is the beast? EU and NATO. Okay. If you don't know these things, you might want to click the X and go watch some other videos so you can get built up. But we're trying to tell you that the bitch you're dealing with is Satan, most likely, man. She not for you, and she don't like you, most likely. You might be piping her down, but let another nigga come in her ear, you'll be just a nigga in the rear view.
A woman is just influenced again. Like we just mentioned,
right about.
She's only influenced by you for the time being until something greater comes along, which is what happened with Eve in the beginning.
It don't even have to be great. It could just be that facade like Satan came with.
Yeah, the thought of something greater, because here it is.
You better than this.
You gotta understand what was going on in the beginning to understand why would he say that to her? For you to even comprehend why would Eve do this. You have to understand what role she played. What was given onto those the people of the Lord in that time, the sons of God, the created, chosen people of the Lord. What was given onto them? And you have to understand what came after the curses. Now you had to work the fields. Now the woman had to suffer during birth. So prior to that means,
because remember they got kicked out the garden,
right,
where everything just grew.
Exactly.
And that, you just back the brother, that's what the Lord, it was told him to Adam. Now you're gonna have to till the ground. You gotta do this. You gotta do that. Yeah. So you have to understand the history to know the mysteries.
Right. So here it is. All these things were given unto them. Eve didn't know what it meant to have to go out and work to take care of her household. Eve didn't know what it meant to fruit having to be cultivated and be.
She didn't know what
water.
I keep it 100, man. She didn't know what single and independent was. That was in the thing. Right. But that's what Satan put in her ear, man, to make it so you can understand it today. That's what Satan came with her. You single, independent. You can do it. You can be wasn't that a Tyler Perry movie? You could do bad. You can be bad or do bad all by yourself. That's what Satan said. That's what the serpent. We're gonna keep going into, cause man, this is ridiculous. Good Lord. And that's why Yahweh accepted it, man. And that's why he died for us. Good Lord. He knew he fucked up by listening to her, to the woman. And that's why he didn't deal with a woman. How about that? Lord didn't want to deal with women when he had to do what he had to do for us. Come on, man. And that's why the Spirit was in Paul to say what he said about not dealing. It'd be better if you don't deal with women. Because what? Women, man, you can say what you want. You got kids, you got women. Deal with them according to knowledge, as the scriptures say. Just know the beginning of the sin came from women. And we're not saying this. We're not women haters. We love women. If they ain't their right, because in their right mind. You know? We don't love bimbos. Well, fuck bimbos. You know what I'm saying? You know, we all run in Babylon. You know, we're not pretending to, you know, we ain't never fucked whores before. Most likely, if you fucked a woman, you fucked a whore. Unfortunately, that's what it is in America. So we're not here painting a picture as saints and that we only deal with women that never been slept around and shit. We're not here to paint a picture that's not real. We're just telling you what the scriptures say. We're telling you that these women, you listen to these women, you're going to, it's a road you don't want to go down. That's the road Adam went down, and you see what happened. We're in the position we are in right now because Adam listened to a woman. And you're going to listen to a woman, you're a fucking retard. All right? This is 1 Timothy, what is this? 1 Timothy 2. This is 1 Timothy 2 and 13. I'll start at verse 15. 13 in the G&T. For Adam was created first, and then Eve. Verse 14. And it was not Adam who was deceived. It was the woman who was deceived and broke God's law. But a woman will be saved through having children if she perseveres in faith and love and holiness with modesty.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that the accountability has been thrown out the window, so the woman isn't held accountable for her actions. So she has no responsibility to anything. She has no responsibility for her children. She has no responsibility for her own actions.
Now it's just something she goes to the store and have killed. You know, right. Now it's not murder. It's not. You know, it's just, you know, aborting a fetus. That's correct, brother. That's crazy.
Right, and that's what the scripture was saying, man. It was like she. Read it again.
You want me to read the GNT?
Yeah, whatever verse.
Right. It says, verse 14, 1 Timothy 2 and verse 14, GNT, and it was not Adam who was deceived. It was the woman who was deceived and broke God's law. But a woman will be saved. Is that what you read? Okay. But a woman will be saved through having children if
there you go. This is the part.
If she preserves in faith and love and holiness with modesty.
Yeah, but see, these women will have kids and they're not preserving themselves, man.
Now you gonna say
they're not preserving. Yeah, they're making excuses. They're coming up with whatever the fuck they want to excuse their behavior afterwards, man.
What did they say? Again, through the Spirit, I perceive the Lord is using these dudes to expose these whores, as the scriptures expose Eve to be the first, you know, to commit sin, so to say. As we're reading, we're not making this up, man. We don't hate women. We hate wicked. You know, I'll read it in the King James. 1 Timothy 2 and 13. For Adam was first formed, then Eve, and Adam was not a seed, but the woman being a seed was in the transgression. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith, in charity, and holiness with sobriety.
Yeah, with sobriety, man.
Which means modesty.
Yeah, exactly. Ask yourself, when was the last time you seen a fucking modest woman in America, man, or in the West? Really around the world, because it's the disease of the serpent has spread to the four corners of the earth, man. So there really isn't many modest women. I would say damn near zero modest women out here in this world, man. There might be a handful, okay, a couple here and there, but.
Well, then again, you gotta see what do they consider modesty.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Is
modesty for them might be booty shorts.
It's not, man. It's neither here nor there. It's something that's really rarely spoken of because it's rarely seen.
All right. What we're trying to tell you is, man, be circumspect because it don't exist.
Right. I mean, the majority of the time, these women are unfaithful. They lack accountability for the actions that have led them to the position they're at in their life, whether it be multiple kids with no man, or whether it be a harlot on the street sleeping around with multiple men, or whatever it may be.
They all have the same mindset, man. American women, unfortunately, all have the same mindset. Even our own mother, I can say this, even our own mother, unfortunately, has the same mindset, bro. The same. And I know this because I've asked her simple questions, and I see her respond the same way these women respond on these different podcasts. She responds the same way, like, she's my mother. We got, the church tell us to honor our father and our mother, the Lord. But if she was my mother, I'm like, oh, Lord, I wouldn't even want to talk to her, because I see, like, good Lord, oh my God, she went down the road that the serpent told her that was a cool. That's not that Pippi Longstocking road, man. It's fucking deception. Again, who told her that? The devil, the deceiver. Let me keep reading in the King James Version and finish that off. Verse 15, 1 Timothy 2 and 15. Notwithstanding, she shall be saved in childbearing if they continue in faith, in charity, and holiness with sobriety. You need to understand, man. The Lord set this up, man. The Lord. This is part of the curses, man. It just is. And even before the curses was put on us, our woman was already against us, and that's you read in Deuteronomy 28 and
it's part of the curses, man.
56, I think.
The woman of thy bosom, shall have an even eye towards.
That's what I'm about to get at, yeah.
This is all a part of ultimately our fault, man.
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
We ultimately, no matter what the fucking woman did,
So
we turned away from the Most High as men.
Because again, it wasn't. Again, Eve did listen to the serpent, but who was the one to put it into application? It's Adam. Right? Because what did? Let's go back to it. Let's go back to Genesis. Let's see what happened when the Lord came down on them for about being naked, right? Was the Lord getting on Eve? That's all I want to get. Was the Lord getting on Eve? Did he call Eve out? No. Called Adam out. He was the one that was supposed to be in charge. Right? Okay.
This is Genesis 3 and 8. And they heard the voice of the Lord power walking.
No, which were the this right here is talking about the men of the Lord, prophets. The Lord didn't have a voice floating. This is not a cartoon, okay? The voice of the Lord wasn't just floating around the Garden of Eden. Okay. These were men of the Lord. Again, the prophets have always been from the beginning to the end. Exactly. How would the Lord declare the end from the beginning? Because he sent his prophets. How would he declare it? Was there a voice? And the end shall be. No, it was through men.
That was going to come. Yeah.
Okay.
It says, and they heard the voice of the Lord power walking in the garden in the cool of the day.
In the cool of the day. Everything nice and crisp, right? Chilling. What are you doing over there? Me? Just hanging around. They were just hanging around, thinking everything was fine and dandy. Adam, again, doesn't tell you the time frame. We know these things that be happening in thousands of years, right? The days, right? The creation. So it doesn't tell you the exact time frame. That's up for you to look into. That's, which is irrelevant anyway. It's not going to get you salvation. But hey, if you want to look into it, look into it. I know I have a time frame because I'm looking into it. But it's irrelevant. The point is, Adam listened to the woman, right? So it's not like the serpent just pulled up one day. It was not a one-day thing where he convinced her in one day. How did Esau get your woman? Today. Feminism. Women's liberation, which is all one and the same. Did that happen overnight? No. It was a concept. It was an idea that was planted into the woman. And then she brought that back to Adam. As you see today. And it was all a psyop. It's all a setup to bring who down? the sons of God down, right? What do you see today? Are they going to the white woman? Maybe they're going to the Chinese woman and telling her to shake her ass on Instagram. No. And again, you go to the best example that I can use is these podcasts that bring on these whores. And who are the biggest ones that act a fool? Bar none. The black woman and the Latina woman. Bar none. Not even comparable to any other race of people. The only women that show their asses on television, on the internet, literally and figuratively, literally they clapping cheeks as we speak on the internet. And they will act a fool and disgrace not only themselves, but their heritage, their people, is the black woman chiefly and the Latina woman, which is a close runner-up. You know, again, we mentioned this earlier. The Ephraimite woman is not too far behind the black woman. And we know that firsthand account.
Back in Genesis 3:8, it says, and Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord power amongst the trees of the garden. Mm-hmm. And the Lord power called unto Adam and said,
amongst the trees in the garden, now the other people, they're trying to mingle them on. Maybe we can blend in over here. Nah, nigga. The Lord told you. The Lord told you. And then you let your woman get talked to, like we were talking about, that pillow, not pillow talk, but get into the woman's ear. You let your woman get into that, whatever the case may be. That's why we get scriptures later on, let not a woman gather abroad. Yeah, you can't let women do what they want, man. That's the point.
Jake was chilling, man. Jake thought shit was sweet. We have.
She over there talking to a nigga.
We have all we can want. What's to go wrong? What's to go wrong was that
she talked to another nigga.
You didn't think about the wickedness. You didn't think about sin,
bro.
You didn't consider.
She went to talk to the wicked. She went to converse with him. Clearly, this was a conversation they had. But you want to take your wife to work? You okay? You happy with your woman going to work, talk to other men every day? I mean, we're literally reading what happens when you let your woman go talk to other people and other men, right? Because read that again. Whose wife was it? We see that verse. What verse was that?
They heard the voice of the Lord power walking in the garden in the cool of the day, and Adam and his wife hid themselves.
Adam and his wife. Adam and his wife. Hence property, which is another thing, yeah. Whatever. Deal with it. That's what it says. Yeah. Which, that's where the red pill community gets it wrong. It's like, you're not in charge of your woman like what you think it is, bro. It's like, yeah, she's yours, but there's an order to it. It's not like you say, bitch, shut up and you just sit there all day. You're mine. You're my possession. Technically, she is he that gets the wife gets the possession. But it's not like see, when we say put your woman in subjection, people they go. Most people will go into uproar, and on the opposite side, people will be like, all right, you gotta keep this bitch in line. This way, that way, you can't let this bitch do anything. No, that's not what it is. Because technically, according to the scriptures, your woman's supposed to be working for you. All right. How did Moses meet his wife? How did Isaac meet his wife? All right. If you don't know what I'm talking about, maybe you need to read the scriptures. But the point is, don't fucking listen to them, man. Especially now when they're being told again through that old serpent, the devil that we've been expounding on. He's telling her she can do even more. If he told her that back then in Genesis, what won't he tell her at the end? You know what I'm saying? What won't the devil tell her? The old serpent, right? Satan. What won't he tell her now that he knows he's about to go down? He told her that back then at the beginning of Genesis, right? In the Hebrew, something like that. It's escaping me right now, but if the devil was willing to tell her that at the beginning and it worked, and now it worked back then, and now he's at the end. He's gonna go even harder on the woman. Hence, liberty, feminism, liberation, woke, blah, X, Y, buffalo, all that bullshit, man. The devil, it's the same nigga that telling you that there's 82 genders. It's the same nigga that told Eve that she shall surely not die. And we got plenty more scriptures. Good Lord, we got. I'll do another video though, cause man, the scriptures tells you this, and good Lord, where was he at? Where would you leave? Oh, let me get you Deuteronomy, because again, this is a curse. Deuteronomy 28, and I believe it's. I'll start at 55. Deuteronomy 28:55. It's been a minute. I'll start at 54. Ooh. I'll start at 53. Deuteronomy 28:53. And thou shalt eat the fruit of thine own body, the flesh of thy sons and of thy daughters, which the Lord thy God hath given thee, in the siege and in the straitness wherewith thine enemy shall distress thee. And that's happened too. 70 AD. They was eating their kids. They was doing that back then. You see the black woman and the Latina woman now, bro. They kill their kids for fun. Bro, these women got body counts. And I'm not talking about niggas that slept with them. I'm talking about body counts like the mafia talk about. You know what I'm saying? The mafia, when they say body counts, they talk about niggas they killed. Next time you talk to a woman, ask her body count. And I'm not talking about the niggas she slept with. I'm talking about the body count. Okay? Maybe them red pills dudes should start taking, start using that. Huh? Hey, you heard it here first at GMS. Body count. Women got hella body counts. Shit, the bitch that you might pick up at the bar tonight, she probably killed her body count might be in the double digits. Your baby mama, she probably killed a couple people before you met her. That's crazy, ain't it? Your baby mama killed people before you met her. All right. That's what the devil told her it was okay though. Where was I? Deuteronomy 28 and verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother and toward the wife of his bosom and toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave in. And again, we're not just saying it's all the women's fault. You niggas is fucking worthless. Just as long wicked's worthless hoes. That's why the scriptures say a wicked man shall be given to a wicked woman. You're wondering why this bitch got 18 kids from 38 different dudes, and you ended up having a kid from her, because you were just as wicked as her. Right? That's biblical. Say a wicked man shall be given to a portion of a wicked woman, verse 55. And again, hey, if you're a man of the Lord, you got a kid with a wicked ass woman, hey, maybe the Lord wanted you to have a kid with that woman. And that spirit will be delivered. We're not here to say who's going to be delivered and who's not going to be delivered. That's not what the video is about. And neither will we do a video about that, because we're not the Most High, first and foremost. Verse 50, Deuteronomy 28:55. So that let me go to 56. This is the point. The tender and delicate women among you. Point that out. Our women. Point that out. Tender and delicate women. And again, this is a curse. So even the tender and delicate women is going to be doing this. It says, the tender and delicate women among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness. So So women that wouldn't even want to put their feet on the ground would be doing this. You see Keisha fighting at the fucking gas station. You see Latina women shaking ass at the 7-Eleven.
Throwing up a better set than a man.
Yeah, squaring up with a nigga in the middle of the street. But it said that a tender and delicate woman is gonna be doing this. You think that bitch squaring up with you at 7-Eleven is tender and delicate? Shit. So you can amplify this times, I'll say 100. Shit. So in other words, it'd be 0.2 times. In other words, if you know what I mean. Verse 57 again. So like at 56, Deuteronomy 28, 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which will not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, her eyes shall be evil toward her husband. So I can't remember that. Her eyes shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter, and toward her young one that cometh out from between her feet, and toward her children, who she shall bear, for she shall eat in straightness, wherewith thine enemy shall distress thee in the gates. That's a curse, bro. You wonder why your mom hates you. Or why your mom's a fucking degenerate piece of shit. I know, hey, you might not be able to say your mom's a piece of shit, but I can say it. Your mom's a piece of shit. Your mom's a whore. Your mom's a degenerate. Your mom deserves death. I'm not saying that about my mom. I'm just saying that about your mom. Because most likely you fall into them feet. And the scriptures say your mom would be like that. Your mom don't lie. Your mom doesn't love you, bro. So you think the bitch that you trying to fuck, you trying to put a ring on is gonna love you? Your mom will do this to you. We just read this. This is part of the curses. Your mom will do this to you, and you think a bimbo is gonna love you more than your mom. And no one will love you more than your mom. No one. Your mom is supposed to have undying. Your mother is supposed to have an undying love for you, no matter what. You might be, what's his name? Fucking the serial killer dude from
Charles Manson.
Yeah, you might be Charles Manson. Guess what? His mom still loved him. His mom still. Because that's an affinity a mother is supposed to have with her seed. If a woman pushes out a human from her between her feet, as the scripture just said, she's supposed to have an affinity to you for whatever. Even if she know you're guilty, she's supposed to be like, yeah, he innocent. That's supposed to be like a natural instinct for a mother. But you see mothers today, they eat their little children, they put them in ovens, they'll leave them at the gas station, or it's like the fire station, or they'll just kill them. And then say, that was just a fetus. Right? That was just fetus. But then they'll complain about deadbeat dads. But these bitches out here killing niggas. That's crazy. Out here. Got a body count. Here it is. This bitch could be part of the mafia with all the body count she got. But then she hook you for the child support. But she's proud to be a single mother. And this is what the devil had told her women. If you analyze it and you look at it from the lens of the scriptures, you understand it and you're okay with it. Most people want to make podcasts, complain about it, and at the end of the day do nothing. Because that's what they're doing. They're just recording YouTube videos that profit no one, not even themselves. We're doing videos, to expose these things and bring out the truth. Not only to wake up others, not only to feed the sheep, not only to warn, right, to get the blood off our hands, whether they hear or whether they forbear, but it's because it's our duty. It's not because we're trying to make money. We're not trying to monetize these videos and, because that's what these guys are doing. They're monetizing, you know, they're pretty much making entertainment of exposing, which they're not going to say this, but they're pretty much exposing what the serpent has said to Eve in the garden, and now it's amplified in modern day, of course. But they're not doing anything, man. And this is what we're set up for, right? To break all these strongholds down. To tell you why, oh, there's a red pill. A red pill community is nothing more than niggas trying to act like they know what they're talking about women. Which they do, you know. They at certain aspects and certain points they are 100% correct. But they can't tell you why these women act like this. Why? Because, you know, here it is, they continue, like, again, especially Fresh and Fit. You know, I watch them, I know why. But these niggas continue to bring on black and Latino women, and they continue to go through the same shit. And like, okay, but they can't tell you why they act like that. They say, look, the black woman's the most unlike woman, or whatever the fuck it is, right? Which, nigga, we best said that. It's not like breaking news to us, but they're not able to tell you why these women are acting like this. And I made them read that shit one time, you know, years. I think this is pre-COVID, maybe. I said that this is when these niggas were just starting, or just starting to blow up, really. The Fresh and Fit dudes. I sent the super chat in and made them read it. Or they read it. I didn't make them read it, but they read it. And I put in about the 12 tribes. This is why the black and Latino woman, and they read that shit, and they just skipped over it. Here it is, we're going back to the book of Genesis, but then they'll say, oh, well, we don't deal with, we're not biblical, or we're not blah, blah. Because you niggas ain't got the answers, man. None of you. If you ain't with your how about you outside, you ain't got the answers at the end of the day, man. You might be able to observe certain things, but you don't really know why this and why that. You're just a bumbling idiot trying to make some money. We don't care about your money. And we'll tell you the same thing we'll tell a random person that walks by camp. Same thing you hear right now in this video, we'll tell you right in your face. That was it on Deuteronomy 28. Yeah, let's keep going, fuck it. How long have we been on? Did it show you? Let me see.
We're over an hour.
If not, I'm gonna start at 25. Let me get in GNT. Yeah, because we're not just talking shit, man. We're gonna approach this biblically.
It's an hour and 15 minutes.
Yeah, we'll. Well, read a little bit in start 25, and then we'll close out. So I can start yeah, because it is in GNT, so I just read it. And even the GNT, man, it says literally in the 25th chapter, right above the 13th verse, it says advice about women. So we'll start at verse 13. Yeah, we'll just start at 13 and then we'll close out on this chapter. Sirach 25:13 GNT says, no wound is as serious as wounded love. What is the rage of a man? See, because men really love, women love, you know. Damn, I forgot. These niggas said it for what's the term? Opportunistically, yeah. Women love opportunistically. Women are men. They got that saying, love at first sight. A man will love at first sight. A woman will not love at first sight because you might be ugly, but as soon as that bitch find out you got some money, she gonna love you. Just believe that. But men, you know. Nigga see you, you look good. Nigga love you, shit. It's not like we gotta build up, you know what I'm saying? You gotta build up some kind of repertoire to love the bitch. Nah, you see the bitch, yeah. I love her. Yeah. You know, then the girls from there, obviously. It says, verse 14, no sufferings are worse than the sufferings caused by people who hate you, no revenge is worse than revenge taken by an enemy. No, verse 15, no poison is deadlier than the poison of a snake. What came to Eve? The serpent, right? What's the serpent? The snake. So no poison is deadlier than the poison of a snake. Really? Not even a scorpion? Nope. The serpent. And who's the serpent? That old serpent. We read it earlier. It reads, and no anger is deadlier than the anger of a woman. Why do you... Again, it doesn't give us details. But you know Adam was having to listen to this. You know what I'm saying? We just read the scriptures, man. I'll read that again, just in case you love women so much, right? Which, hey, we love women probably more than you, but we ain't no fucking simps. We understand what the scriptures say. I'll read that again. Sirach 25:15. No poison is deadlier than the poison of a snake, and no anger is deadlier than the anger of a woman. Verse 16. I would rather live in the same house with a lion or a dragon than with a bad wife. And this is what America propagates, bad wives. That's why, which they don't care. These, I mentioned earlier, these women don't give a fuck. They don't care about you niggas leaving the country to go get bitches. They don't care because there's still a simple ass nigga that's gonna simp, right? There's a sympathizer somewhere that's gonna sympathize for her pathetic excuses for a woman. You know what I'm saying? Verse 17. When a wife is in a bad mood, oh boy. Write this one down. Sirach 25:17 GNT. When a wife is in a bad mood, her expression changes until she looks like an angry bear. Her husband has to go and eat with the neighbors where he can't hold back his bitter sighs. And we know a nigga like this. Right? We know a nigga like this right now going through this. Crazy shit. Crazy. This nigga gotta sit there and can't do shit. Bro, scriptures don't lie. He gotta hold, he can't do shit but hold his size in. Verse 19. Compared with the troubles caused by a woman, any other troubles look small. That's what the Bible says. You think you got problems? Wait till a woman brings you problems. That's gonna look small. And that's what Paul said. It's better to be without a woman. Is this making sense? Is it clicking up here? Hello? Jake wants some pussy. Eric, we all men. We all want pussy. Grow up. Pussy ain't gonna get you saved, man. It might get you destroyed, though. Verse 19. Comparing with the troubles caused by a woman, any other troubles look small. May such women suffer the fate of sinners. Hey. Man, I could read to the end of that chapter. I think we made the point, though. Yeah, I think we made the point, man. You know what? We'll finish up. Did we read that? The beginning? I don't think we did. The beginning of sin came from women?
Yeah, we read it.
We read it?
7 Measures.
Okay, come in. Oh, okay, I got one last one. One last one. I think it's in the Apocrypha, Sirach maybe. Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't think we read this. Let me start at I'll start at this is Sirach 25. I wanted to start at I'll start at 13 and now jump down. We're already like an hour or something change. This is Sirach 25 and 13. It says, "Give me any plague, but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness, but the wickedness of a woman." So Jesus, right? If you read who wrote this, Jesus, right? Jesus wrote this Sirach. You didn't know. He said, "Give me any plague." Right? It was Jesus, right? It was the son of Sirach, yeah. Give me any plague, but the plague of the heart, which is the mind, right? Bugged out. Right? You crazy person. And any wickedness, but the wickedness of a woman. Verse 14, in any affliction, but the affliction from them that hate me, and any revenge, but the revenge of enemies. Let me jump down to 21, Sirach 25:19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. Verse 21. Someone had the beat of a woman and desire not her for pleasure. A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach. Verse 23. A wicked woman abateth the courage, maketh an heavy countenance, and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all died. Because what sin came through the woman, Adam ultimately listening to her because it's all on him. Ultimately, because that was his woman that he listened to, and that's what he took accountability for. And that's why he died for us. Where the hell is the woman that died for us? I'll let you think about that. There ain't no woman. Verse 25. Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to gather abroad. If she go not as thou wouldest have her, cut her off from thy flesh, and give her a bill of divorce, and let her go. That's what the scripture says, man. You trying to put a woman on a pedestal, you're not living in reality. And furthermore, you don't know what you don't have no understanding of the scriptures, man. Of course, women have their role, and it's a beautiful role if they're in order. And then right now they're not in order. They're following after the serpent, man, the devil. Okay? That's why they think they're equal to you. That's why they think they're better than you. That's why they think they're independent and single.
Trying to establish order is not going to happen, man. You're not going to have the woman be underneath you, man. The scriptures tell you that, for turning the things upside down, the scriptures also tell you that a woman shall compass a man. You ain't going to get a woman in line, man. If you do, hey, good luck holding on to that. Hey. Good luck letting that be a thing, because it's gonna go by quicker than an episode.
Yeah, it's like the time. It's like the what do you call it? The hours of sand or whatever. The
Hourglass.
Yeah, the hourglass. Yeah, man, it's just time taking, man. It's a shot clock. I'm telling you, because I'm pretty sure she was in the Garden of Eden, right? She still wasn't. I mentioned it earlier, bro. The Spirit mentioned it earlier. The Most High can't even make these women happy. You think you will? You not living in reality.
Also, it is the fact that she did that. Eve in the beginning in the book of Genesis went and hid herself.
No. Adam did. Adam after Adam. It was Adam after she got to the serpent. That's after. Then they hid themselves.
That's what I'm saying is that
No, it's her fault.
the fact that the woman went with Adam to hide herself shows some type of accountability. So at least back then they had some sort of accountability for their wrongdoing. Today they don't have no aspect of wrongdoing because society is geared to accommodate a woman. So of course every negative thing, every evil thing that they do is not looked at as evil or negative. The scriptures tell you, woe unto you that put good for evil and evil for good, man. And the majority of the world, as we know it, as you know it, it is inherently evil, man. It's wicked, man. So of course, the woman who's led by any wind of doctrine is gonna be evil, man. She is wicked,
and she's gonna go to the doctrine that sounds the best to her, right? Not to the best in society, or not to the best for everything else.
It might not even be best for her. It's just what sounds good.
Exactly. Which hence the serpent,
right? Yeah.
Which is that old serpent, which is the beast, Satan, the devil today ruling the earth. They're wicked.
And that's why we know
food stamps
as men of Yahweh Shem Shai, as men that believe in God and who you call English Jesus Christ, we understand that what's getting ready to happen on the earth is going to be a bad time for these women, because just like the men have been put through bad times because we went away from the Most High, we went away from the natural order of things. The woman is getting ready to suffer great things on the earth.
Because think about it, bro. The woman ain't suffered. The Israelite woman has not. She suffered, but she ain't suffered like the Israelite man. She still to this day get benefit. An Israelite woman can call the police on you today, even if you ain't do shit, and they gonna get you out of the motherfucking house. So tell me the Israelite woman ain't benefiting from the devil to this day. Get the fuck out of here, man. To this day, even though they ain't living it up, like they think they was gonna be living it up when the serpent fed them that lies. They still living it up. They can still call the police. They can call the serpent. Again, what's the title of the video? Satan's mistress. The mistress. You think that's your woman, but that's Satan's mistress. How about that? You think that's your woman? Okay. Tell her something she don't want to hear, and let's see if she believes them. Right? We hear it all the time. But it's got women. They supposedly believe, and all of a sudden, you can't see your kids. So we're not making this up, man. This is reality. Now, the Lord does have women that are getting in line, and will be in line, of course. But the majority of our women are going to be destroyed. The majority of them. Like Paul Tahar said, we don't need you bitches, man. We don't need you black women, we don't need you Latino women. We just bring y'all back in the kingdom, man. Through white women. Through Chinese women. Whatever. You know? Well, clearly our women is not on our side. They're on the side of the devil right now, as they were on the side of the serpent. Okay? Because if Eve wasn't on the side of the serpent, she would never took that bullshit to Adam in the first place. But you send your wife to work every morning, right? You don't think she's talking to other niggas? Eve was in paradise and still talked to another nigga. You think your woman ain't talking to other people? You're not living in reality, my friend. And then I'm not talking about, my woman don't talk to people, she ain't fucking nobody up. Okay, cool. She's still talking to the devil now, ain't she? She still go clock in every morning, don't she? She respect her job more than she respect you. That's a fact. She'll show up on time for her job before she show up to your punk ass. You tell her to be somewhere. She gonna show up. She gonna make sure she on time for her job before she makes sure she on time for you. And again, it's not, we're not talking about all the women in the planet on the earth. There is like, we're just showing you that biblically, the woman's not on your side, man. Yahushua himself as Adam, him Solomon. You know what I'm saying? Like they wasn't on him. They wasn't doing exactly what he said. Because if that was the case, he would never build altars for them. He would never did that for them. Because they wouldn't have been asking that if they was on his court. And those were heathen women. But Adam, you listen to her, and you think you above your house side? Again, you know, hey, feel how you want about this topic. It is what it is. The scripture says what it says. You know, this is just more edification, more prophecy. Because just as the serpent and Eve started together, guess what? They're going to go down together. That's prophecy. What we're seeing right now, the brother mentioned the turn things upside down. That's prophecy. What we're seeing right now, how our women are being, brother, it's like here it is. Our women denied us, so to say, to go to the devil, the old serpent, right? Because he was giving her all these benefits and whatnot. And like the scripture say that the teeth shall fail, roughly paraphrasing, teeth shall fail. Now the devil don't give a fuck about you bitches. Now you complaining online. And that's why this dude's blowing up. Now you a single mom. All you bitches complaining online. You was strong and independent, and now you complaining you ain't got a man. Well, hook, line, and sinker. You ate it up. Now you got to deal with what you live your life off of. All right? Because we can tell you to live it. We told you that you need a man. The devil told you you don't need a man. Even if you have a child from that man, you don't need him. We got you. Here it is. There's some EBT. And now the devil pulling the carpet from underneath you, and now you're complaining online. Now you want some sympathy. And again, you're only going to get sympathy from the sympathizers, aka the simps. And even their threshold is running out. Yeah, you can only be a simp for so long before you fucking shoot up the grocery store. It's over, man, for you women. Brother mentioned earlier, I quoted Ezekiel chapter 9. You women are exempt from judgment. As a matter of fact, we'll be seeing a lot of women being put to death because there's more women than men. So we're going to see a lot of gruesome judgments of you women, pregnant women, single, independent mothers getting destroyed or even eating their own children. And the last thing they're going to remember is, I should have listened to that guy that told me I wasn't single and independent. I wasn't a strong black woman. Or maybe you won't. Maybe you're just going to fucking die of starvation. Who cares at this point? We don't care. We're just warning you. Take the heed, or take heed to the warning, or be destroyed. We're indifferent about it. We're just doing our job. You know, so you got anything? And I say with that, you know, we're gonna give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Chakadash, the waters to the elder apostles, the great millstone, over well, and salutation, much love to Yakim, out there pushing his word to sincerity. Salutation to the elected Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai. Shalom.